Man, I never realized how good this was. Really good tunes. All right.
I'm not just gonna stay here with you barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
You're the witness. You don't get to trial.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
By who?
What?
Not to talk about.
Don't shoot.
By whom?
You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I'm the fucking defense attorney and I can barely get a trial to continue going when I want it to. She just like said, hey, I am on trial for murder, I'll add some evidence and we're gonna listen to her? My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep something quiet. There were some other people in the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me I just had to pretend they hadn't been in the studio that day. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not letting them get away with it scot-free.
What?
Mrs. Oldbag, this is critical information. Why do you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Fuck you. Oh my god, I hate you. Oh, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness is the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Boy. Dude.
Expel this testimony. So, you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it. There were some other people at the studios from the day of the murder.
Oh, shit. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done the run-through of their action scene without a director?
Man, I was totally thinking that too.
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised and no one asked about it.
Oh. So where are these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2. There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head fallen over. Oh, that's the winner.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue?
I think I've already asked my questions, but yeah. They said they had nothing to do with it, so she deleted everything. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. And still, it was pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
Oh my fuck. I think I bet. Why do they want me to stop? Why does the game want me to? Yeah, there's no harm in it.
Maybe you'll give her a heart attack.
Yeah, maybe we'll. Let's see here. Them? Who were these people? Oh, we already know.
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Oh, wait, we did press this. So what have we missed? Did we not press one of these things? Ah, whatever. He wants us to stop. So we'll stop. Oh. No, we did all this. Alright, fine. Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court will acknowledge the defense's point. The prosecution will gather the information about the witness, Miss Old Bag, and more information on these others has just been told of. We have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Not guilty! Oh, crap. Oh, God. Well, that's it.
I didn't write the rules.
I said it. It's over.
It's over. All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Wright. It was thanks to you that you defended me.
Oh, really? It's nothing, Green. Oh, I should.
Oh, let's go down. Oh, we'll go down to the studios and do some investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial, witnesses for sure. And we get my big chance to do the cross-examination.
So, Nick, you figured out who is in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying for time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for them to take a bit of pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Why? Well, she wasn't winning any points there without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. That's it.
Phew.
We got through our second playthrough of Phoenix Wright. That's 4.5 hours of it. I didn't think that first trial day would be so long.
Yeah.
Save.
At first, I thought it was going to be short.
Yeah, me too. It seemed like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What? I guess we've saved so we can leave. Yeah. All right. Good. So that's the episode. I want to get some music up though for the end here. Don't read it.
Oh,
We'll just get music up. I just want to discuss some things with music
Rather
on.
than silence.
Fuck off! Game! There we go. So when we come back, yeah, we're gonna do more Phoenix Wright. So I just want to talk about some of my qualms with some stuff.
Yeah.
Going from the last point where we brought up the kid being possibly able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Them saying that he couldn't have gotten the spear. How couldn't he have gotten the spear?
Yeah, well, and then they changed their mind right after that.
I think he could have got it.
Sometimes there seems to be holes in there, like,
Yeah.
I know that it's not a critical point, whatever, we got past it, we stalled. People in the chat were even saying, like, you're just stalling, it doesn't matter. It does matter to me, though, because it's kind of annoying. It's like, they said that the kid, first they said the kid couldn't have been strong enough to pick it up, then when the old bag said, no, I was strong enough as a kid to kill somebody or pin my old man, so then the judge said, oh, well, what do you think of that, Mr. Wright? And then we said, did we say he couldn't have gotten the spear? We presented the spear
Yeah.
and said he couldn't have gotten it or
Yeah.
something, and they said, yeah, he couldn't have gotten it. What?
Yeah.
Is it because the kid was photo 1?
And the spear, oh, because
And
there's
the
only one spear?
appeared in
How do we know
photo
there's
2?
only one spear?
Yeah, I would
just-
totally assume that there was more than one spear. But they did make it seem pretty special, the fact that they had to duct tape.
Apparently you could have used the key card as evidence too, because the kid wouldn't have been able to get in without a key card.
Oh. Well,
But he snuck into the whole fucking studio, so
Yeah.
he obviously has means of getting around. I don't know, I have to move past it.
It's
Sometimes
because of little holes like that,
That you just-
you're not sure which little
Yeah.
hole is actually
The right
the way to
one.
go.
yeah, totally.
that's why I guess you're supposed to look for the big hole, but it's not always a big hole that's the main.
Sometimes
Thing.
All
it's
this talk
a
of
little
holes is
hole.
getting
Sometimes the little hole. Sometimes the little hole's the tighter one, and you want to get through that. It's more, it's better. Repeat yourself. It's just a game, so I should just relax. We are detectives. We are lawyer detectives.
Have you seen his badge?
And to like really put this whole thing behind us about the thing that we got stuck on, I really don't think that was our fault.
No.
I don't either.
Don't feel it was made clear enough that that the other photo didn't exist.
Yeah.
I totally thought you print off number 1, it goes to Edgeworth, they deleted it. We print off number 2, and it's deleted, and we have it, or something. That's what I was assuming. I don't know.
Well, and someone
not
made
what
the
I
point in the
thought.
chat of there's always something like that for each individual's playthrough. Someone's gonna miss
Yeah.
something like that at at some point in the game. Some
And it's
people
different
agreed with
for
us,
everyone.
and some people said, "Oh, but I got really confused at this other point in the game."
A few people agree with us and say,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was a special one that they were going to be surprised by, but no, it was just the only thing they were surprised by is that it was photo number 2.
It wasn't made clear, but you do tend to skim through details on the show.
Come
You always do that on the
on!
show. Like,
You're being assholes. Darth, you're being an asshole. We have been very good on this show of being
Yeah.
very thorough.
Yeah.
yes, dude, he's gone through like every.
Single fucking
Single-
menu item. You guys can say
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
I
we showed him
skimmed.
everything.
I skimmed through details on Mass
The
Effect, didn't
only
rely on the
thing
chat to
you
fill in.
skim through is the old
bag?
bitch lady.
Yeah, and you can't see that.
Anyways,
Um,
I'm surprised by how thorough you've been.
yeah. It's because the reason I'm so thorough is because every
Ooh, Darth's in trouble.
every dialogue is a potential for comedy. That's why I'm so thorough. And you know, you're investigating. You want every clue you can get. I'm not saying it's 100% the game's fault, but I'm saying that it could have been more clear.
Yeah.
And it's
And there is always that thing.
yeah.
We'll probably run into.
Also, I have a feeling that we could have presented the photo to any one of her statements in that entire testimony out of the
Maybe.
4. Because it was like, what about that one statement made me want to present the photo? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Well, and I mean, as it turns out, you were right at the very beginning of the case of someone being in Studio 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the most annoying
That's the
part.
annoying part.
Is that the entire time we knew. That's the
Yeah.
conclusion we were trying to get to,
Yeah.
but we just didn't know how. And that's the other annoying thing with Phoenix Wright. You'll know the answer. You're like,
Yeah.
but you just can't
You have to
get to
work
it.
your way
you don't,
through until they catch up with you.
You don't know how they want you to get
Yeah.
to it. Is the problem. But whatever. I also totally thought duct tape was gonna come up that day on that trial. But
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
apparently gonna come up tomorrow. I guess
Yeah.
it'll be another thing. Because there's definitely no duct tape on that fucking photo.
I think they would make it more evident.
That, once again, we just said there's not. How do we know there's not 2 spheres? Doesn't that prove there's 2 spheres?
Yeah. If that's the case.
Yeah, that's what that proves.
Unless he's holding his hand over the duct tape, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just all that little stuff is.
Space duct tape.
Sorry, stuff.
Anyways, regardless of our little qualms, we're only just a little frustrated at that part. The game still rocks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
friggin'
friggin'
right.
awesome.
I'm totally into
So
it.
much fun. So that's, I guess, brings us to the end of today, and thanks for watching, everybody. I guess I gotta get out of here so we can do our outro. Kind of anticlimactic. Here we go. Oh, I can't wait for supper.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. All right. Ready? Oh yeah, it's Ben. You gotta click it. So
Okay.
Becky can do the sign. I'll do the thing. And on 3, 1, 2, 3. Objection!
Why do we always? We have to do like 1, 2, 3. Objection.
And then an
Becky
and
doesn't like it.
or a half and.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3.
So Ben will click it
yeah.
on 3, and I'll say and then we say objection after and. So on 3, Ben, and
Hold on, how do I?
then there's a beat, and then we
Yeah.
say objection. Okay? Ready?
Hold on.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and objection!
That is better.
You happy, Becky?
Yeah.